The most talked about royal wedding of the year just took place in Paris. The granddaughter of the last Shah of Iran married a Jewish businessman. Guests, luxury, emotions, and most importantly, unexpected moments during the ceremony sparked a wave of reactions on social media. Some were amazed, others confused. A royal dynasty, exiled for more than 40 years, found itself back in the spotlight. How did this fairy tale wedding unfold? Who was on the guest list? And what exactly shocked fans of royalty? Watch the full video to learn all the details of this extraordinary event. Let's begin. Princess Iman Pahlavi is the granddaughter of the last Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, and Empress Farah Pahlavi. She was born in exile far from Tehran and spent her entire life in the United States. Yet her last name still brings chills and memories to millions of Iranians around the world. For some, she is just a young woman from a famous dynasty. For others, she represents a lost and powerful history. After the 1979 revolution, the Pahlavi family had to flee Iran in a hurry. They lived in Egypt, Morocco, the US, and Switzerland, always outsiders, despite their royal titles. But the memory of the dynasty never faded, especially among the Iranian diaspora, where people still speak of the Shah, Empress Farah, and their children with great respect. Iman stayed away from the public eye, unlike her older sister Noor, who became a media figure and women's rights advocate. Iman always remained in the background. She didn't give interviews and never appeared on magazine covers. That's why her appearance in international headlines as the bride in the most talked-about royal wedding was so unexpected. Iman works as a senior manager at American Express in New York. Her husband, Bradley Sherman, is the CEO of a tech company called Lucci and also heads a drone delivery division. The couple met in 2017 through mutual friends. After 5 years, Bradley proposed. A modern-day Romeo, he created a romantic scene just for her. Rose petals scattered on the beach, with the sun setting in the background and the royal family nearby. Their civil marriage ceremony took place 1 month before the big wedding. They quietly registered their marriage at a courthouse in New York City. Only close family members attended the small ceremony, including Iman's father, Reza Pahlavi, the Crown Prince of Iran. But the celebration in Paris followed full royal tradition. The wedding was held in one of the city's most luxurious hotels. At the traditional Iranian ceremony, Eastern beauty blended with Western elegance. So what exactly shocked royal watchers at this dreamy celebration? One highlight was Iman's wedding dress, a true masterpiece by Lebanese designer Elie Saab, beloved by celebrities and royalty. Princess Rajwa Al Hussein also wore his designs at her wedding to Jordan's crown prince. The dress was designed to transform. For the formal part of the day, Iman wore long lace sleeves. Later, she changed into a more open and elegant evening look. Throughout the day, she changed several times to match the mood. From royal classic to sparkling sequins and delicate pearls, perfect for the informal part of the celebration. The bride walked down the aisle with her father, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. Later that evening, they shared a touching father-daughter dance. With soft music playing and guests all around, her father held her close with pride. And of course, the bride and groom's first dance touched everyone in the room. The main guest at the wedding was the bride's grandmother, the last empress of Iran, Farah Pahlavi. At 85 years old, she looked as elegant as ever. Among the guests were not only members of the royal family, but also friends of the couple and prominent Iranian figures living in exile. The musical highlight of the evening was the famous Iranian singer Arash. His energetic hits became the peak of the party. Guests danced to his songs, forgetting about status, the past, and politics. There was only joy and celebration. Live music, a huge cake, sparkling fireworks, and the cheers of the crowd. At that point, the atmosphere felt like a fairy tale ball. But perhaps the most surprising moment of the night was the traditional Jewish dance, the hora. The bride and groom were lifted on chairs, and the room filled with laughter, applause, and excitement. This dance became a symbol of freedom and the blending of two cultures, Persian and Jewish. And this very moment sparked wide discussions online. Why did thousands of people around the world see something more in this than just a night of joy and love? Before the 1979 revolution, Iran and Israel were allies. Iran sold oil to Israel, bought technologies, and received military support. But everything changed after Ayatollah Khomeini came to power. The Islamic Republic cut ties with Israel and took a firm stand against it. Today, Iran and Israel stand on opposite sides of a long-lasting conflict. And now, the granddaughter of the last Shah marries an American Jew. For some, it's just a beautiful love story. For others, it's a symbol of reconciliation between two worlds that had been enemies for decades. Thousands of Iranians around the world commented on the wedding, saying it brought together two cultures and two faiths. Many called this union a sign of hope for the future, where love is more important than differences. But not everyone agreed. Some reacted with anger and criticism. For many, the wedding also brought back memories of another historic ceremony. Almost 65 years ago, Iran witnessed one of its most magnificent weddings. 40-year-old Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi married for the third time. His bride was 20-year-old Farah. Her wedding dress was designed by Yves Saint Laurent himself, together with the best masters at the Dior fashion house. Her tiara was made of 325 diamonds, with the world's largest pink diamond, the Noor al-Ain, in the center. It was a piece of ancient Persian royal heritage. The tiara weighed 2 kilograms. The bride's hairstylists spent several hours just securing the massive tiara on her head. The wedding lasted several days, and the whole world followed the celebrations with fascination. It became a national event, full of hope for a new future for Iran. But like in any royal family, behind the crowns were personal dramas and painful trials. The family went through exile, loneliness, and loss. First, the Shah died of cancer, never finding happiness in exile. In 2001, his youngest daughter Layla passed away tragically. She had suffered from depression, and 10 years later his son Ali also died. He couldn't cope with the grief and longing for his homeland. These tragedies were a deep wound for Empress Farah and the whole family. That's why Iman's wedding carried special meaning. In the middle of sorrow and loss, it became a symbol of hope and happiness, not only for the royal family, but also for many Iranians who still dream of the monarchy returning home. On one special night, in the heart of Paris, 3 generations of the Pahlavi family were together again. No thrones, no palaces, just love, dignity, and belief in the future. That's what made this wedding not just a personal celebration, but a symbol of a new beginning. So what do you think about this couple and their fairy tale wedding? And how do you feel about marriages between people from different cultures and religions? Tell us in the comments. We care about your opinion. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your likes. See you next time.